Listen, you are not overworked and underpaid. I repeat, you are not overworked and underpaid. Listen, the more work you do, the less you are paid. I repeat, the more work you do, the less you are paid. Look, I remember a guy saying, the closer I am to the bottom, Gibson, the less stress I have. And what he don't understand is, see, look, for instance, let me give you an example. I remember years ago, I was welding in the shipyard, and then I was working fast food on the side. I did more work at that restaurant working fast food than I did in the shipyard. Let me give you an example. I remember on a Monday, I'm gonna just give you the day, like I'm gonna just give you the beginning of the week on a Monday. My job at Taco Bell, when I got there on Monday morning, first thing I did, I had to sweep the parking lot. Listen to me. I had to sweep the parking lot. After I swept the parking lot, I had to scrub the mats by the front door, and then I had to scrub the drive-through. Literally, because oil and all that spills on the ground, so I had to dump a bunch of soap and water throughout the drive-through, scrape it with a brush, pick the gum up. You'd be surprised how much gum is in a drive-through line. I'll scrape the gum up and then rinse everything down. Then I would go into the restaurant, clean the bathrooms, sweep the lobby, then go into the refrigerator, aka walk-in, rotate all of the meat, all of the cheese, the lettuce, the tomatoes, the pies. I mean, it was freezing in there. Rotate all the meat, cut the tops off of the boxes, finish with that, prep some food, wash some dishes, and then for the remainder of my time, jump online and make food. And then all this was done in the span of about 5 to 6 hours. And I remember like, man, they go by fast. And I would do that for about 5 or 6 hours, go home, shower, and then go work in the shipyard for 8 hours. And I remember being in the shipyard for 8 hours, when I say about an hour or 2 hours left on the shift, I'd be like, and I used to say to myself, man, it's a lot you can get done in the run of a day. But when I would go to the shipyard, man, I probably work 3 hours and play on my phone the rest of the day. I was like, man, bro, I'm slaving away at Taco Bell and I ain't really doing nothing out here. So I was overworked, yes, but I wasn't underpaid because that was all that Taco Bell paid for the skill set I possessed. Now, I remember the manager sitting in the office about 5, 6 hours and making about $60,000 a year. She don't do nothing. Why she getting paid more? It's the skill set that you possess. Everybody possess a different skill set. And you're only paid for the skill set you possess. Like now, the job I'm headed to right now, it is a few ladies that clean the bathrooms, sweep the floors in the shop. Their full-time job every day is to grab a broom and a dustpan and sweep that entire shop for 10 hours. And I remember that shop clean. The bathroom's clean. But they're not making no more than about $15, $16 an hour to do that. And you got guys sitting up there in the unit making $33 an hour playing on his phone all day. You're not overworked and underpaid. That's like people say, man, the economy, we can't get ahead. The economy, man, we overworked. I got a full-time job and I'm still struggling. How many people I heard say that? I got a full-time job and I'm still struggling. Because you don't possess any skills that pay big money. So those are the only skills that you possess. So you will never be overworked and underpaid. You are underskilled. That is your problem. You are underskilled. You don't possess the skills to make big money. So therefore, we're going to pay you what we feel you are worth. And remember, you did sign on the dotted line saying, I agree. Hey, you agreed. So therefore, it is what it is.